What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dope and Tape Show. This is a show that I have been super excited about. We're going to bring all these little experiences that we've had in the past, month, kind of together. We're going to, as you can see, right behind me is the new studio here in Atlanta. I put this together, and I had a lot of people help me, and some friends donated the iron. They donated the OSHA boards. I'll show you this really cool lamp. My wife surprised me with. It's made with iron fittings. It's dope.
Oh, the
So
lights are actually flickering, huh?
Yeah.
The little orange
Like
lights
fire,
under it. That's pretty cool.
like
What's up,
fire.
everybody? Welcome to the show.
So as you guys know, get this. The exciting part. We are partnered up with Fire Tech. So we have 2 discounted episodes. One of them is going to be Fire Pump number 2. So that's SPFA 102. Actually, no, I was wrong. That is the 102 Fire Alarm and Detection Equipment NFPA 72 2022. What am I looking at?
It's all right, kid. Get it out. Try
Yeah,
again. You're all
I
right.
pulled out the wrong piece of paper.
It's
These are
okay.
just like
What?
notes.
He's right. Fire Tech is the sponsor. That's for sure.
That is for sure. So FP 102 is the fire pump class.
That's
With
the
the
class.
discount Dope and Tape, it is under $100. You can learn all about fire pumps, how to configure them when you're installing them, how that works. Because as you know, if you're not doing it every day and you're not that guy who doesn't, that has a foreman that closes the doors, that, hey, kid, you can't get in here. You can't see this stuff. It's top secret. Now you can learn it for yourself. You can learn how to flow fire pumps, how to repair them, all the components. It's really great. Great course, under $100. And you're going to learn something for sure. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it, except for maybe Will's lacrosse, but he probably won't. He probably wrote it. I don't know. Wrote it
Make
in his sleep.
sure that you hit the like button on your way in. Really appreciate it. I'm sure you're all subscribed, but if you're not, subscribe.
Please do. So the SPFA 102 class, that's fire alarm. That is Fire Tech's first Spanish course, all Spanish, and it's prep for NFPA 72. So super excited about that. And with that out of the way, hey, welcome the legend, the himself, Matt Bass.
Evening, everybody.
Man. Huh?
That's an evening, everybody.
Yeah.
The Matt Bass is here.
I love you. You're a celebrity. You are.
Actually, all 3 of us are now. Going to NFPA and doing the presentation.
I honestly don't think we made it to your level yet. We're striving to,
My level was just from talking a lot of shit and helping people. So it helps out when you know stuff that people want to learn from, and you're willing to.
The biggest part is talking shit, though, isn't it?
It's the best part. It's what makes you laugh and have a little fun.
That's probably why he's not in our Discord.
That's what we all have in common, though, is we're all shit talkers. Florencio Chandler, hi Sarah, Tommy, yo, what up, Isaac?
So I had not ventured into the Facebook group yet, because I think that I'll get almost addicted to it, like, oh, what's going on now? What can I? So
But you
I'm
have
like,
you have Facebook, right?
We have Facebook.
No, yeah. Oh, so is that where your Ray-Bans are linked to? Is your Facebook the Dope and Tape one or yours?
No, I just did it. I did it to I linked it to my email.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk about that for a second. So we are bringing in, yeah, show yours. Mine's my backpack. It'd be better for me not to go and grab it and pull it out. So we are going to bring a new dynamic to the Dope and Tape show. It's going to be a lot of work on our part, which we're cool with. We want to bring this content to you guys. So these are the next part of the Dope and Tape show. We're going to be creating video logs of our trips, these conventions. I'm going to give it a shot next week. When I travel next week, I'm going to do I don't know, get comfortable with it. And then I'm going down to Mexico City. There's a fire protection convention down there.
I don't know if you can hear the haptics on it.
and then
Camera was covered.
we're gonna do a video log, and then Bobby's gonna do his vlogs, and we're gonna put it on YouTube, and I don't know, see how it goes. I think it'll be fun. I think everybody will enjoy it.
Camera was
So
covered by
we're on
hat.
that adventure, and then these glasses are gonna help us. So it's just glasses, mics, and a phone.
These glasses replace your AirPods. There's built-in speakers that just inject the sound like right into your skull, and there's microphones all along the brim, and also built in as a camera. So the point
Yeah,
of view,
but
the
see,
point of view on
there
this
is
is insane.
there is a downside to that. So
Huh.
today I went to go and get my wife's car service. So I was at a dealership, and then I was on a conference call, and I made it clear. He's like, "Hey, I gotta be quick. I'm on a conference call. Do whatever you need to do. Here's the keys. Just get with me later." And I'm on this call for like 2 hours. The service guy came up to me, started talking to me. I was like, "Sorry, man, I'm on a conference call," and I just had these glasses on, nothing in my ears. And he's like looking at me like, so I'm sure the people in the showroom were like looking at me talking to myself, you know?
It's this guy with these glasses. This is the
Who
future,
is
you
this
know?
dude?
They're gonna
Freaking
know years. They're
loser.
gonna know years from now. Oh, that guy was just on glasses in the charge case.
That's
They
the future.
they charge just like your AirPods would. And so the second that I put them on and I touched it, it went right onto my music and it turned on a song and it was just like blaring and my ears were open and still exposed to listen to the surroundings around me. And both of my hands are free and I'm taking a video. I think that
I went on a
this is the
3 mile
future.
run and they did just fine. No slipping,
Well,
nothing.
I was telling Bobby, I was even trying to do some training, but one of the hardest things is to get that perspective of the video to show like what you're looking at like directly.
Yeah.
And those glasses would be awesome. Like say you want to teach someone like how to go through like how to shut down a dry system or something, and you could go from the airline to the control valve to the main drain. With those glasses being right there, I think it would really put that perspective like, hey, you're almost like right there with that person,
Yeah.
doing it.
And I think it's more like a wide angle.
Andy.
It's all shoots in vertical.
Yo, Andy, what up? Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you joining in for the first time. We got 153 exciting episodes for you to rewatch after this one. Appreciate you, bro. Hit the subscribe button. Chris, what up, Chris? I'll be there, Brian. Chris is coming.
Awesome. Is that Logan?
No, Chris Dilday.
Chris Dilday. Oh yeah, he's gonna be down there in Mexico.
Is your wife gonna translate for you? He says.
No, she flies in on Thursday. So
Big Country, what up? If we're doing a giveaway, I know who's gonna win. It's gonna be Big Country. Buddy is good at winning stuff. Logo, what up?
Let me show you this.
Thank you for joining. Yeah, show us. This is Brian's studio. He's finally settled into his new place.
Look at that.
That thing's pretty cool.
That's
So
pretty
iron
cool.
pipe all the way up. You click it on, click it off. It's a dude made it. So I wanted this buy one and have it shipped to me, right? Some dude made it. I don't know his name. It's on here.
Dude.
Dan Whitehead.
Oh my god.
Dan Whitehead's the artist.
You
But I
are
wanted
something
to
else,
buy
kid.
one
You
and
are
just get it shipped. But he makes one of one. That's it. So he makes it, moves on to another one. So I was in the steampunk store and I had these like trippy goggles, like looking at everything, like, whoa, look at that. And then my wife was at the counter just picking it up for the studio. So
Chris,
shout out.
do we want to know what you're gonna do with the glasses? You should get some though. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, keep it PG and educational.
Yeah, educational with the glasses, Chris. All right. You know what you're gonna
Chris,
do.
you can't take them to strip clubs, all right? There's a light that lights up.
There's a little pulsing light. I'm in service tech in Delaware. I'm a service tech in Delaware, Pennsylvania. Let's go. I'm driving down to Pennsylvania on Tuesday to go check out a job. Speaking of the glasses, the office, the owners, they're gonna have the exact perspective that I have when I walk that job, and I get our first look at our first job. We're going to Pennsylvania. It'll be the first look of this job we're doing, so I'll be able to document it right from what I see. And just like Matt said, like if you were taking the cover off of a fire pump, or you're taking the faceplate off of a dry valve, or even resetting a dry valve, or even something as simple as just draining a wet system, and you have that both of your hands, I think it's gonna be a great dynamic, and you guys are gonna see it first. Give it up, Brian.
I gotta ask.
Yeah, because all too often some of the videos you'll see them like, well, they'll put like a tri stand up somewhere, and so you're seeing them from like a distance,
And they're in the way.
You see like it almost like as if like you're right in that person's, like almost like an avatar. You can kind of see like what they're doing. more close up, and I think it would be really good for training for fire protection.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm excited, and I support anybody that's doing any kind of fire protection content to do it. And then, exactly what you said. Like, what if you're like rebuilding and repacking fire pumps? You have both your hands, you're doing like videos, and you make an educational video out of that. I mean, that's huge.
Or how
Game
about it?
changer.
How about if you're in an emergency situation where you normally wouldn't be able to video? Just, oh shit, big flood. Just boop, boop. Then you can react. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. And in the day and age of technology and cameras, it's uh um it's cool to be at the forefront of it and be able
Would
to
they
get something
pass
like
if
that.
you put like electrical tape on the Ray-Ban side? You think they would pass the safety glasses?
I don't know. It's probably got a thick enough lens to pass the safety glasses. Yeah.
I think so too. That lens
Usually,
is pretty.
usually, usually any glasses, the safety guy's not gonna leave you. He'll leave you alone. RL says, "What up, Maddie? Fire sprinkler guy just got my pair today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's right there. I see you, dog. I can't wait to see those videos. I'll send you the link after the show, Chris. Everybody, thank you for joining. We really appreciate you. We're really back to Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays with Brian and myself both traveling a lot. We're gonna focus on Thursdays. If we have fill-in shows or important people or something that's just like right on the tip of our tongues that we want to tell you, we'll bring a Tuesday show back if we have to. But we'd like to save it for makeup and
Yeah.
and planning and posting. And please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe. I know I say it till I'm blue in the face, but somebody's got to say it. This episode is sponsored by FireTech. You see it under Brian. And we're always looking for sponsors to help you get your message out to the community. If you'd like to sponsor the show, please reach out to Brian. We'd really love to help you with whatever.
So
Work out whatever kind of deal.
63% more people said that I was not going to win the best studio. So obviously yours hasn't changed much. You do have that badass
Bum,
gong
bum,
though. That thing
bum.
is
Look at
sweet.
that. 1920s. And correct me if I'm wrong, because it happens. But I'm pretty sure 1920s Grinnell Bell. It's the housing, I guess. I shouldn't call it a bell because it's just the housing.
Yeah,
But
right.
I got a little creative with it. And I did move some stuff around. I did feel a little bit threatened by Brian's post, so I put my hard hats up there. Those are like my badges of honor right there. Shows what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And I had like a lot of hats I had to organize. I have 60. I got 60 something hats in here.
You counted them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once I put them all up, I'm like, holy shit,
All
60
right, so
something
which one's
hats.
your favorite?
I love my dope and tape hats, but honestly, the troll hats. I'm a troll co affiliate and asset, and so if I have that video, if I have that hat on, and I'm making a video, and they put it on their page, it's helpful to me. So I'd like to have the troll hats on, and I'm subscribed to a hat and tee every month with Trollco, so I get a hat every month. It just a new one comes, and so there's a couple
Now
good ones.
I might be overstepping a little bit, but can I get a hat too that's fat friendly for my big fat head?
Yeah, they got you can stretch them out. I'm almost maxed out on some of them, but I do like this one because it does stand true.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey
uh,
Brian, Sarah said, "Babe, your studio looks amazing." Just want to let you know that.
Oh, she helped me finish it.
your studio. I know. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I bet Sarah did all this.
She did. She helped me a lot. She helped me a lot. But the foam thing and what I was gonna do with the walls, she was like, "Ugh, I don't know, just don't look horrible." I was like, "No one comes in here. It's a bedroom where like my boys sleep. Like no one."
Yeah,
Just
that it is pretty cool. And what, you just took over a corner? It looks
yeah,
perfect. It looks perfect.
yeah,
It's better than the fake background because people actually thought you lived in like some high rise.
that would be dope.
So,
That
um,
We looked into that, doing a high rise because we were planning on buying like a townhome in a couple of years. They started making townhomes here in Atlanta with like rooftops. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. But so I was like, do we want a high rise experience? But then I went down there and I spent like a day down there, and then the people
you
like,
did the whole
and then
thing, she
I have a
says.
thing with freaking parking. Like I
Oh yeah,
hate
parking. I
having
would my
parking.
my first thought of a high rise is like a power outage. Like you're just totally at the will of the owner of the building to get you power if
Well,
there's an
you
outage.
well they have to have a giant generator.
Yeah, and it runs out of fuel. Then what?
Oh, well, then you're
You're just
stuck.
stuck up on the
What,
20th
you're just
floor,
thinking about zombies?
pulling your pud. No, I don't know. I like to think of the worst. I got a nice big
Well, the thing
generator. I
is,
could go
they did
plug in
it.
and fire up this whole house, kid. I'll have my Wi-Fi back in like minutes.
Well, the NSA did a study. So pretty much like
Yo, what up,
any
P. Rictus? Hot chicks are hot.
any
Thank you, sir.
society is what 3 meals until chaos. That's it. So
It's true. It's very true.
like just 3 meals, and then people start getting a little
All right, I've heard enough of this.
ballistic.
How about
Yeah,
on NFPA on stage with the three of us?
that
That
was
was
crazy.
that
You
that
get
was
nervous like in the beginning or whatever, or
right before like we started talking. Like when we were just kind of standing up there like, are we starting? Is it gonna start? Like I was just waiting for Matt to kind of like kick us off and like it was definitely that was the most nerve-wracking part. But once I
thank
feel
goodness that was there.
I feel in my element once I start talking. I don't know. Yeah, but
Well, it was
really
cool that
appreciate
we
you,
had
Matt.
all those people. Obviously, they were looking at us, but like we knew a lot of them, and that helped a lot. It was like almost like we were talking to our friends. And then the amount of like conversations
A
at
lot of
the end.
feedback.
Whoa.
And I didn't realize until
Actually, what scared me the most is, it's kind of like, seeing like your idol show up when Bob Caputo came in. I was like, oh shit. Now
sits
it's
second.
on.
He sits second row right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's just Bob
Yeah.
Caputo. So hey
I was
Bob,
like, oh man. I was like, okay, now we have to be professional.
Yeah.
and he's asking and answering questions. Yeah, that was awesome.
It
A
went so
humbling
well that
moment.
the NFPA lady was like, "All right, well, if you want to continue these conversations, we got to do it outside." So,
Yeah, no, yeah. And I didn't know we were being graded or judged, I guess. I don't know the right terminology to say, but
Yeah.
until Matt was like, "Yo, check out how good we did." And like we got like a 4.7 out of 5 and good job, fellas. Good job. That was
Yeah,
cool.
well,
I'll say it was amazing just to share the stage with you guys too, because it was my first time too, and I done the first presentation I did was on Monday. That one I can tell you I was nervous as all heck. I had gotten there like 2 hours early. I had way too much sugar. Probably was not good for me. I was wired.
you
Um,
did was it false trips of fire alarm,
yeah,
right?
false fire alarm prevention methods. And I did with one of my guys here from Amazon, Kyle Brown, really smart guy. But we actually did a tactic where we actually chose, since he's more fire alarm and I'm more sprinkler, we chose to reverse that. So I took on more of the fire alarm stuff content, and he did more of the sprinkler, just to kind of
Whoa.
help ourselves, learn more. But being on the stage and having to talk about fire alarm, and I'm not, I mean, I'm good to get in trouble with it, but he's way more, obviously way more experienced. But then obviously meeting with you guys, I think it was good just because we've already had chatted online, like on the Dope and Tape show. But also talking what we were talking about, we all three of us are very passionate about it. So I wasn't as nervous because it was actually an easier topic to talk about
Oh yeah.
what we do every day, like how we share our knowledge on our different platforms. So it actually was actually easier than the one I did on the Monday, the first day.
It's become so natural at this point, right? To just
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
what we do for a
And
living and to also share it at the same time.
Yep.
even like with us in the show, now that we're kind of deep into this, I would say like it's kind of a lot better. Like in the very beginning, we were kind of clunky and didn't know what to do, and
Yeah, you would tell the same story about Mercedes-Benz Stadium like 45 times. Every episode, we'd hear that story.
yeah, I had to get better at that because I had my stories I would want to tell the guest, right? About this happened. But then the people who were like watching and viewing us, every episode, they're like,
Like,
bro,
man,
again?
we just heard this story like 48 hours
Last
ago.
Get
week?
on. Come
At
on.
at that point, we were going live three times a week, so Brian only had so many stories.
Yeah. But I will tell you this,
Yeah.
the first time was really the only time I ever did anything fire alarm. I was replacing a flow switch, and I was going from a system sensor to a potter, and it was just like a little firelight, simple system. I ended up blowing it, just blew it. So ever since then, I was like, just that's not my thing. Okay, I'm just not that guy. All right, it's just take me on some iron pipe. I can't mess it up.
All right, we got from the chat. My place in NYC is so high up you can feel the building sway. Yeah, I'm all set with that. What if it just breaks? Is NAFCO doing a high rise? Not not this year, Isaac. But I don't know what's gonna happen. This year it's definitely not in the works. Sarah, everyone knows you did everything. Brian's only good for looking pretty. Seriously, Chris. Question of the day. Tape then dope or dope then tape? It's the way that the show is written is the way that it shall be installed.
Keep it
Friend,
clean and keep it wet,
friend.
right?
Come on, friend. And then Amazon doesn't play. We do weekly inspections for them. It's impressive.
Yep.
What if
I
I
did
told
inspection
you
at
recently it's been tape only on under 1 inch? Man, this is why we need some mental institutions to come back. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That seems crazy, bro. Just tape only? What's like what? Why?
Why?
Is it a test? Are you like, I'm gonna show them? Like, just give it a little bit of dope.
Get you some of this. Get you some super dope.
Well,
Actually, back in the day, I think I told you guys the first time we chatted, my foreman only believed in the black Permatex and tape, and we
Oh,
put it on. We put it on
that's different.
everything.
That's
I,
freaking
I
different.
remember I remember we had a field superintendent who came out one day, and it was a like a hospital medical building. My foreman had me putting it on 1/4 inch threads, and he looked
oh
at me and
my
said, "You are
god.
insane." I was like, "Talk to him. Talk to Richard." He told me, I got to do what he says, and so and then he used to make me only use steel 24s. So we were putting in all the thread pipe with steel 24s and
And
black Permatex.
Permatex? Oh my god. Oh, that's when you're really just like you're laughing about the next guy. Like we had a job one time where they came off of the 1/2 inch outlets and they put they put a 1/2 inch T that came down and did pendants. And so the job was just to pull the pendants out and put a 1 inch and just take that plug out of the top and put the heads back in. Well, they put the 1/2 inch plugs in with Permatex, and so you get up there, you have a 24-inch wrench on this 1/2 inch plug, and the plug just disintegrates, just like, and now that's just flat. You can't get it off.
So with super
We had
dope,
to
you know,
replace it all.
it locks in. Like there's no taking that off.
Yeah,
But
you'll get it off.
if you heat it up, it becomes malleable again.
You'll get it off.
So that's the trick with the super dope.
Last
You got to heat
company,
it up
last company I
before.
worked for, they used a lot. They used a lot of super dope. They would get it in the big ass jug, and that's what everybody said. You couldn't get it apart, but it comes apart.
You
I do
just
want to
got
give
to
a shout out. My wife is actually in the chat, and she's
awesome.
reminding me that my paycheck for Amazon is like one big circle. I get paid, and then it goes. I see the package, all the delivery hits my Gmail, and it goes right like in one big circle. I get paid, and it goes right back to Amazon, just like does
Oh yeah,
that.
you buy. Yeah, I just ordered some stuff from Amazon. I ordered from Amazon too much. It's bad. Bad Amazon. My buddy Jeff. It's Uncle Jeff. He's here next day. You can order something at 9 a.m. and he's literally there like at
The
8
problem
p.m.
is
that
with
night.
that is that you'll get an idea. It's like, oh, I need one of these.
Boop.
I'll get
Boop,
on Amazon.
boop.
Boom. But if I had to go go get it, I won't.
I know.
Like, man, I gotta go to the store.
I can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll
Jeff will
be
be
all right.
here.
I'll be all right. I even do that with groceries now. Just get it delivered.
Back when I was fitting, I only used tape on heads and any threads going into brass. Super dope on everything else. Never had a leak on my side. It's funny how nobody ever has a leak and we all do it differently. Just do it your way, I guess. Dope is messy and the brushes they sell at my supply house suck. Oh yeah, that is a big problem is the brushes. I always would have a good pair of tin snips and just give the brush, every brush I got, I would always give it a haircut. Whether they were a big fat brush and I was making it thin, and I always were cutting the bristles to make the brush. I guess the bristle's not as long.
I mean, I guess I would always. I mean, what you got to put it in the first 5 threads. I mean, it's not like you have to really cover it.
No, you're just getting a little bit on there. Been working with plastic for a minute since our RCs have rubber O-ring. Tape works just fine. Tested at 215. Yeah, you shouldn't
Well,
need you shouldn't
rubber
need any
O-rings.
you
So
shouldn't need anything with a rubber O-ring. No
is
tape,
that?
no dope.
I wonder if it's the Tyco RC.
Make more threads and then you
This
need
guy,
neither.
this Tyco RC with the
I
gasket.
I like the one with the brass piece that spins once it's torqued. It's torqued enough. The brass piece spins. You know it's got like 22 pounds of torque or whatever.
With the brass, that I think that's what
No
that
tape,
bike.
no dope, nothing. O-ring. Yeah, I want to move. I want the industry to move
Brian does
away
need to
from
get some more
O-ring.
books back there on that shelf.
Move
Do
away from the O-ring. Yeah,
You
books.
got
We
like
need.
all you have is like there's a few books over there on the shelf. You gotta get a few more on there. Some other ones, some big
You got to
ones.
put like the open atmosphere Arco nozzle back there and like put some fun stuff back there.
Yeah, I got a truck full of goodies, so I'm sure I'm gonna load it up. I got a pipe
Damn, the
wrench up there.
chat is hot. I can't keep up. I like the
Hey, check
Arco
this
dope,
out.
but
Hold on.
but the fucking brush is like
You know
one and a
what?
half
You know
inches
where
too
this is
short. It doesn't
from?
reach the bottom.
Huh? This
That's
is
my
Bobby's.
that's mine. And you have it on
Yeah.
your display. That's the best part of your display. You got, and then, is that my wrench up top there too? Is that my 8-inch I gave
No,
you?
that's
Yeah.
mine. But look what I
Yeah,
put
right.
on the.
Oh. That's great.
I got it. So you had to come and have dinner with us to get it back.
Okay, I could do that. I need to check that place out. I'll try it out once.
The place is sweet, really sweet.
Super Dope is not CPVC compatible. Yeah, you got to be careful if it's anything feeding a CPVC system, you got to use the compatible dope.
Yes.
Don't learn that the hard way.
Yeah, you don't want to eating through your pipe.
Need to
That's
get
for sure.
an NFPA handbook on that shelf.
Send me one.
I think he's got one, no?
No, I got
The chat is
NFPA
popping
13,
off, chat. You got any questions for us?
NFPA
Hit us with
13,
something.
NFPA 25, two editions, water-based fire. I have two handbooks, 25 handbooks, and then yeah,
$800 worth of books, can't even read.
it's a lot. I know. And now I have my glasses. Now I have my glasses to read it for me.
Meta, read this book. I didn't know that you can have that glasses read stuff. I was just like, I put them on, man, and the music turned on, and I was like, whoa,
It translated Spanish for me.
I'm
Don't
trying
tell my
that.
wife that because my wife's been my translator for years.
And then also I asked it what's wrong with my plant, and it told me the name of the plant, and it told me it's getting too much sun, and I need to put it in this kind of light.
You're gonna
All
get
this.
smart. You're gonna get smarter and not even give the glasses credit.
Yeah, well, I went by the. I like that. That was a good one. I went by the state capitol and I asked it, "Hey, Meta, what's this building?" It told me all about it,
Dan,
like
we
the history.
will.
That crazy.
Dan, we will. I don't know where, but I got a long overdue conversation with Josh. I'm gonna talk to him we would love to present at AFSA. If there's something that we could talk on, if there's anything that we could help out about, anything in industry wise, Dope and Tape is here to help. So holler. We'd love to talk at AFSA, Dan. Chris Dilday,
That's actually probably one of the
Hawk
best things that
Tua.
doing these conventions is getting people like us on those stages that are maybe a little bit younger and have different perspectives because like we've talked about is that that was kind of the reason I think that Sean and them reached out to us to actually say, hey, can you guys get up there on the stages to show there are people like us that are a little bit younger. I mean, I got a little more gray hair than you guys do, but you
You're
know
young, kid.
Yeah,
talk
you
about
young.
fire protection and why we like it and why other people should get into it. And so I think the more people like us can get on those stages and maybe encourage other ones to do that same thing, say bite the bullet, and if you're passionate for fire protection, get involved in your organizations and get out there and spread the word about how great our business is and our trade, because that especially how we can just watching the news and seeing all those people talking about only about college and college debt forgiveness, and it's like you can go like even my wife was asking me, and I said honestly, I can get my son with the knowledge that we have, all of us that have gone into the business, day one he turns 18, I can get him going, I can give him the path to go, and by 25 he could be making some serious money,
And be debt free unless he goes and buys a
debt
bunch of
free.
shit, but not have to really pay for schooling. I
Yeah.
mean, I was 25 making a boatload of money, and to say that I was debt free, I had no college debt, but man, was I
Had a
buying stuff.
Corvette car payment. Yeah. I mean, not a Mustang, right? Didn't you get your Mustang?
I was buying stuff. I had a motorcycle, I had a Jeep, had a Mustang, had a four wheeler. I was just like, I seen it, I bought it. The bank seen those pay stubs, and they're like, whatever you want. I was like, I need another loan. I think Bobby is very.
Your
Actually,
four wheeler, I want to buy.
You love it, Daryl.
actually, one of the best parts of NFPA was we had to ask what was the dress code because some of us, Bobby, were like, because they were like, I was thinking even for myself, I was like, I am not wearing a dress coat. It's just gonna be way too hot. I'll be way too nervous.
Yeah,
So
I
I was
want to
actually
wear.
glad they kind of just let us be the way we are, which is also part of our personalities
Yeah, and
for what we do.
thank you for that, because I was able to wear my boots and my jeans up there, and I really appreciate that. And I think that that's how we're gonna get to the younger demographic, when it's not just like all these guys in suits. You know what I mean?
Way more relatable.
They can vibe
Yeah.
more with us in just casual clothing and see like.
Because even people, I'll show them all the scars on my hand from, pipe and stuff, and where I've got my hands, either I hit my hand with a hammer. It's like you'll learn real quickly when your hands are cold. You don't hit your hands too often.
Oof,
You know,
that sucked. I did a repair in a freezer, and I hated that. That sucked, man. So what's new with you? What you up to? Didn't you
Um,
just get a promotion, right?
what was that?
Didn't you just get a promotion? I think I saw something on LinkedIn not too long ago.
Yeah, our team's kind of going more global, which has been kind of interesting to get out there and learn. Because right now I think so many of us too are also realizing that there is fire protection beyond North America. There's other
Oh
countries
yeah.
are installing systems, and so it's really cool to learn how other countries perceive fire protection. How well they take how seriously do they take it, how they install, how their standards are a little different here and there. So that's been really cool to learn just how different it is. And sometimes you actually find out in other countries, like especially in Europe, that the standards are actually a little bit higher than they are in North America, where the construction quality is more important up front to make sure that it's done right than how just to get it done fast and be out of there. So it's been pretty cool to see that part of it.
Yeah, I'm doing something like that with Arco. Just expanded the Latin America division, and I'm
Latam.
seeing that stuff too. And I'm learning. I'm talking to them, and I'm seeing how they do things, and it is very interesting. It
The
is
only thing though is because my
different in a
wife's in
way.
the chat is one of our areas that they're looking to grow into is Brazil. So my wife's like,
Brazil's
"Oh, you're gonna
huge.
go to Brazil?" And I was like,
Ah,
"Honey, I was like, just let you know when I come off the plane, there's no like hot ladies waiting for me or anything." I was like, "That doesn't work that way, People like me don't have that, It's like,
It's the fire protection mogul. There's just dime pieces waiting for you
but
to get off the
Brazil is
plane.
doing a lot of work. Like I would say, so we do a lot with Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Colombia does a lot, and Brazil is they do tons of sprinklers now, and
Yo,
they're doing more and more.
yo, Brian, you see that?
What is that?
Besides all the nonsense coming from the guy from Canada, Daryl, um, Ganarsi? He wants to know if anyone in here has ever tried the Riptide flow nozzles yet.
So the open atmosphere, I have not put it on a test header yet. The cool thing about those is they have a polymer sleeve that goes on where you connect the device to the test header, and then you put a cotter pin and it keeps it from walking.
I
So
like
like
that.
your gauge won't walk on you. So that's really cool.
We weren't launching those off at
Oh yeah, we did do one. It was like at the end. I mean, we didn't do all the readings and everything, but it flowed great.
we were flowing some water, kid.
And it's
And
half the price of the competition
and if you
too.
want to buy one, the guy
Sick.
with the good hair is he could sell you one and ship it to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me know.
The open atmosphere or the 2, 3, 4 barrels. He's got them all. Could ship them all to you tomorrow. Just let him know.
We could work something out.
That's Big Bry from Arco.
yeah. Speaking of promotions too, that was a good one I saw this morning.
Yeah, well, I'm doing the same role, sort of. Well, when I first came on with Arco, we didn't really know what I was gonna do, and I kind of just like
What'd you do?
created it.
Did you change your role?
I just changed the name, you
Oh,
know. Yeah, just mainly because for like the emails and all when I'm going to like Latin America.
international.
Mine was just because I just hired a business development person in Latin America, and then mine was business development. So I had to put that I was like over her, and then give my emails a little bit more clout. But I'm doing the same thing. It's just a name change for perception, you know.
The big dog's international now. Is Matt a salesman now?
No.
Matt's a
I
Well,
sales.
I'm
sold
a
I sold
salesman
to
for fire
Canada.
protection to get y'all's kids into fire protection. Yes, for that.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out to Chris Logan and his company. They just bought some products from me today.
Oh
We
yeah.
appreciate that, guys.
853. Our brothers in the north. That's where Daryl's from, but Daryl's on some shit tonight. Can we have a
I think
foam
next
episode with
year
someone that has a lot of experience dealing with foam systems? Find him, Daryl. Invite him. Pick a Thursday. Send me the date.
Yeah, I
If
saw
he'd
Dale
bail.
mention that. There's actually a Viking has a really good class you can take, a foam class, because there's a lot of standards that are changing when it comes to
Is
how
there a
foam is stacked.
location?
Now, what was that?
Is there a location?
I think if you go to the Viking website, I think they have a class for
Like
phone
on like a
systems. I'm pretty sure they do.
I'd like to go somewhere.
is it an in person?
Who's got
I
like the
believe
foam?
it is. Yeah.
Who's got the foam lab?
So hey, at NFPA, do you remember seeing in that room closer to where the cafeteria was, that giant cannon? It looked like something out of like an action movie.
Yeah, was it
Yep.
on
So
the back? Like, yeah, it goes on the back of a truck. No.
ginormous. Oh yeah, huge. So they started bringing that to North America, and they're gonna they have like a live burn where they're gonna use it in Texas. Yeah. So dope and tape might go out there. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
It's in
Took
October.
took you a while to get that out, but that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I wanted to put it out there right, make sure that none of my words were misspoken.
Ansel has foam lab. Ansel has a foam
Yeah.
lab. Oh, I think I met you at the Arco booth in California at Thunder Valley. Actually, that was Jared. Never mind.
I'm planning on going out to Cali, like San Diego area in December. Going to see what's going on out there. I might go up to Canada next year.
You're
See
gonna
what's
come.
going on up
You're
there.
gonna have respiratory
Definitely
issues
in
from
the
the air out
summertime. I'm
there.
not going up in the winter. Screw that.
That West Coast air. Just be careful. It's like smog.
Yeah. Well, Mexico City, Mexico, I heard today that
Sorry
there's
to the
tons.
West Coasters. I like to run my mouth a little bit about the West Coast. Yeah, come out here. Oh, there's Flo. So calm down, Bobby. Smells over there. I've only been a couple times. I gotta go back and experience the good part of it.
What's good part?
Everybody says the north. I don't know. You gotta go to Cali, but then you gotta land in the shitty part, and then you gotta go like way up north to get to the good stuff.
Oh, that is
All the big cities are just like all homeless people. Like you're just all homeless people on the streets,
well, that's what
right?
San Diego is. They even have an app. That's crazy.
At least that's what our news is showing us.
Right.
Meeting Brian reminded me of the time I met Brad Pitt.
Who said that?
That's JB.
Oh,
That's our Cintas representative. But
oh, that's sick. Hey,
it's
JB, we're going to get together when I go to Tampa in October.
it's so cool meeting you guys, but then it's like, I mean, I don't know how I've been talking to JB, I feel for like years now. So then when like
Yeah, so we feel like we're
you
just
just
like
like see him,
friends.
you're like, oh yeah, like what up? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Let's take a
It's
picture.
like
It's not as exciting as you would think it is because they're like we already know you.
even the first time that me and Bobby
I was
met,
eating.
it's like,
I had just gotten my food and then like Brian's here to meet me. I'm like, oh yeah, what's up, dude?
what's up?
Like, there's an empty table right there. Get away from me. uh, I'll meet you after these
But
tacos.
I mean, meeting people in person is actually some of the best, that we do now at some of the conventions. And because honestly, sometimes too, because a lot of times when we're talking to people, they're sitting down. And honestly, I thought Bobby was shorter, but he's actually, I think, a little taller than I thought he was. So I was like, oh shit.
Yes, yes.
He is. He is.
Hell yeah!
For sure.
I was on my tippy toes. I got lifters in the brunts. That's why I gotta wear them. Oh, that's great. You just gotta like think tall. When you're around Brian, you're just gonna like think tall, like chin up. You look a little bit taller. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to talk at AFSA. I think that if it's available and if we did good and they want us, like we should do that again next year at NFBA.
But with our experience and everything, what I think would be cool is to talk about um how to keep retention and your field guys happy. I
No more
think
pizza
that's important.
parties.
Huh?
No more pizza parties. And
Yeah,
I
well,
can
here's
tell
the
you,
thing. Don't require your guy, if you're going to do a pizza party, don't require your guys to be there for 8 hours. Like, have it early, send them home. That's how they're happy. Don't have them
I,
go to work and then come back and then take a freaking short day because, oh, well, you don't have your 8. Like, that's bullshit. Don't do
I
that.
was guilty. I was guilty. I was the manager who, because now you look back on it, I'm not a manager anymore, and I probably won't do it again. But I learned the hard way of some of these things that we used to do that we thought were so cool. I even had one pizza party where it was a crappy pizza party. I actually didn't order enough pizzas too. So it was not even, it was just a crappy pizza party.
Oh shit.
It was
Cut
like
it in
30
half.
guys and I had like 4 pizzas. And they were like,
Oh
that's
man.
it? So we came all the way to the office for like, we were still going to be leaving hungry. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, make sure you get plenty of pizza. I got extras. I want to be giving pizzas away to the trades that we like after the end.
One of the cool things I did in who did this? United Fire, who's now like Pipe Barker here in Atlanta, but they brought in like a hibachi guy that cooked up hibachi with like extra meat.
Oh wow.
And
Oh,
that
actually,
was
yeah,
cool.
you would remember that part specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I get so pissed when I go to places like Sarah, my wife, she likes this like hibachi place, but it's just a giant bowl of rice and then like a little bit of meat. What am I paying for here? Like I could have went down to the Chinese spot, just got a bowl of rice and be same thing.
I love my boss, I love my company, I make good money, but here we don't do a lot of specialized stuff. I really want to learn foam systems. Just get a fire tech class or get a class online that offers it. It's probably like a couple $100 and you can probably take an online virtual class and learn a little bit about foam. And then if it does ever come up at the company, you can be like, hey, listen, I took this class and it'll put you ahead of the game. Just because they're not doing
Yeah.
it now doesn't mean that they won't do it. And if you're out there doing service and inspection, you come across it and maybe they're not going after it because they don't have anybody with the skill set, but maybe you took the initiative and went and earned that skill set on the side on your time off. And ironic, his name is Brian and he's tall too. My name's Brian and I'm taller. You think you're taller than my bodyguard? He's like 6'2",
Yeah.
without his fancy shoes on.
My
My
fancy
dad
shoes give me another inch.
my dad had the same guys for almost 30 years. Train them right, pay them good, and trust them once, and they'll earn it.
Yeah.
Oh, trust them once they earn it. Yeah, that's true. That's it. I find it like if they call and they need something, like don't question it. Like they need it. And then if it happens that maybe they didn't look good enough and we have an extra one, well, so be it. Like it's better than not having it, unless it's like
Hey Bobby,
really expensive.
is that a bathroom sign?
Yep,
You have a bathroom sign? You have two of them?
couple of them. Yeah,
Like
I got to think for signs. This is like not a lot of my signs. This is a small portion of my signs. Yeah, why
so,
not? I've
so
done a
why the
lot.
bathroom signs? You
I
just
don't.
like what go to a
I've done.
Waffle House? It's like,
Uh,
oh, this is cool with
there's just
me.
there's just two of them, you know. I just want to remember that for the future when they try to. Oh shit! See what you did? Oh, I fucking lost it. I just like visual memorization because I see stuff and then people try to say other things, but then I don't know. That sign's just saying something else. It's just. But we can move on from that. We got a container of popcorn one year for Christmas. What an insult! Might as well just start me over here. A container of popcorn. Oh, that's awesome. Brian, want to send us some spotter levels?
Just for like for free. What are you gonna do for me?
What are you gonna do for him,
I tell
Isaac?
you what. I tell you what. I'll send you some spotter level
Six. Damn, bro, you are
six.
tall.
Oh, I thought he was asking for 6 spotter levels. I was like, geez, dude. I'll send you a spotter level. If you contact me, I'll send you one. But I need like a legit like video with some cuts, some badass footage, and then you can keep the spotter level, and then I'll give you some cash.
Damn. All right. You hear that, Isaac?
Which
Big
now,
Big
so
Bry's got you.
Dingerman, what's his first name?
Derek
Derek Dingerman, and then Chandler. I owe
Dingman. Derek Dingman.
Dingman. Okay.
And you owe them what?
I gotta send them some money. I just gotta figure out how to do it. I'm gonna send them some cash, and they gave me some awesome videos.
Did they?
Yeah, Derek did one on the outstanding jaws, and then Chandler did some on the wrenches.
Hell yeah. Those are the ones you gave me.
Yeah, with
The
the
out
wrenches.
No, the outstanding jaws I gave to Derek
Yeah,
because I was like I got them as I did this transition and I'm like I don't I
right.
probably could have went out of my way to make some bullshit video, but I really wouldn't have been actually using them as to like
Yeah,
Derek's
it
actually using
probably
them.
wouldn't been as good, probably.
Shut up, would you? Suppliers need to step their game up. I got one who gives me a nice bottle of liquor every year, and the other takes me on a big duck hunt every year. I don't drink, so when my friends come over, they love my selection. I'm 5'4 3/4", which, if you're wondering, is 2 inches short of most inspectors' test handles.
Actually, being a short person, one of my first helpers was
Oh
like
shit.
about 5'4", and it used to suck so bad because if on a ladder, if we were hanging pipe, if I went one rung down to kind of even out, it was almost too short. So the pipe was like that. So if I went one rung too high, it was
Yeah.
like that. It was just short enough where it was never
They
equal
put
whenever we would hang pipe.
they put the tall guy with the short guy. I love that. I always get sent into like the hole. Like I always they'd be like this little access panel, and they're like, "All right, have fun. Here's your light." I'm like, what? Can I
What?
even can I even can I even get in there? I'm like all of a sudden I'm just like crawling on some sheetrock. Like, all right, yeah.
You ever upgraded to like an O-light when y'all were doing inspections?
Oh, I've always had sick lights.
Yeah.
I've always been a gadget gizmo. Like Amazon's been around for a long time, brother. I've been ordering on
Dude,
Amazon since before it was
I
next
still
day.
carry. So I just got back from dinner. I still carry my O-light every day in my pocket, even in dress clothes. O-light right there in my pocket. I don't know. I mean, hard. Habits are hard to break. So.
Of course,
But
mine's
I
gonna.
tell you
I
what, when
think
I was
mine's in the truck, but I keep the. I found these lights to be the best for on the job. I always had the helmet light,
and it
and
just detaches real quick.
it's a rechargeable 1,000 lumen. This one detaches, yeah, and this is the
Oh,
one
that's cool.
I ended up getting all the guys at NAFCO one of these. This is the
Where
first
did you get
generation.
that? From like Amazon?
Jeff Bezos, baby, he delivered it next day, anywhere you want. That's the easiest way for any of my guys all around the nation if they need something. Yes, sir. I send it to their hotel with their name on it. Boom. Jeff brings it next day. It's the easiest thing ever. What's worse than being somewhere and like I hate if a guy has to pull his personal phone out like this and he's fucking looking
Oh,
around a fucking box or something. No, no. Put that away. Here's a light. Put the light on your head, just like the glasses. You got both your hands, right? And you show up to these jobs. It's a job. A lot of times,
yeah.
it's a little too early to light the whole place for an electrician to go way out of his way and light the whole place. So they don't have power. So in the morning hours when we start, it's dark. And if you show up on the job, you know which guys are my guys because they all got 1,500 lumens shining off of their helmet in the morning. I'm like, oh, that's one of my guys. Yep, there's one of my guys. You know which ones
What's
they are
that?
because they can see.
What's that cartoon of the mine workers with the giant, giant freaking
Lights, man. I love lights, and I have
Yeah,
a
get you a light. Be a man. All right.
I have a little pen light. I have a little stream light. It's in the truck.
I remember when we tried to go to Universal the opening day of
That was
like
our
the
first time. Like that
the
was,
show.
oh, no, that was our second time meeting.
Yeah, at
But yeah,
AFSA in Orlando, and they made us go walk back to our trucks, which is forever away, and put up our
we both have a flashlight in our pocket, and I'm like, oh, you carry a flashlight too? And they're like, oh no, you can't have a flashlight in Universal. I'm like,
a
it's
flashlight.
literally a
It's
little pen
dark
light.
outside.
Like they thought that I was gonna like take over the park with it. It's like these two guys are coming to take over Universal with flashlights. We had to walk like how much
A
was it?
far.
Because I'm gonna exaggerate. Everyone's gonna say I exaggerate. Like it was over
It
a
was
mile.
far.
It was over a mile back to the car, right?
It was it was far.
And we were like speed walking because we were kind of already late. It was. I remember it being a very sweaty moment,
Yeah,
and
I
we
would.
were.
Well, our Apple Watches at the end of it, we were over a mile. Like I think it was almost a mile and a
Oh
half,
yeah,
almost. Like we were walking.
Siri's like, why are you working out right now? And I'm like, I'm not. You gotta match
Yeah, I
heights on
remember one time I
cruise.
was going to a courthouse I think to pay a ticket or something. Was walking up and I didn't realize I had my pocket knife in my pocket. I was like, shit, they're not
Uh,
gonna let me go through with my pocket knife. So I was thinking, I don't want to hike all the way back to my car. I just paid for the parking. It's like a mile away. Right next to me was the FDC, and I said, all right. I pulled the cap off. I put my knife in the FDC, put the cap back on, walked in, did my thing, came back out, got my knife, then had to
I
bounce
did
back
that
to
out.
the
I
car.
did that in a bush
That
outside of
is
a bar.
awesome. That is awesome. 2 miles easily. Hell yeah, Dan. Dan knows? Were you there, Dan? Man, it was far. And Brian was driving, and it's like don't park like near where we have to go. He parked like in the way far away, as if it wasn't a rental. Like he's gonna go park in the backfield away from everybody. Man, you're not driving for AFSA, right?
we're Ubering.
Good answer. Because if not,
We're
like
just on Uber
I
everywhere.
want like Russ to drive me.
And there's a Planet Fitness close by. I
Yep.
asked about that.
Yeah, have fun.
So
Have
we'll
fun.
go hit up the gym in the morning before the show.
Yeah, sure you can. That would be great for you to do. You really get a pump going. You know what I will not be doing is that.
What?
I'm not
Yeah.
going to Planet Fitness before we're going to go and work our ass off all day.
Well, I mean, you're going to do way more than I am. I just get to talk about awesome Arco stuff at the booth,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna go around and actually do some work,
You can go to Planet Fitness and
do
pretend
some
that,
tape work.
you're doing something there. I don't know. Let's just like get some sleep, kid. You're all right. Uber everywhere for AFSA. Yo, Dan knows. Who is? Yo, Dan. I click this. I'm clicking this guy. Where you at, Dan? How's Dan know everything? Come here, Dan.
So Matt, you don't be at
What kind of
AFSA?
info can I get about you right here? 7
Probably
days
now.
ago,
Probably
Dan.
you traveling. I think I'm pretty booked in September.
Wow. Yeah, I'm booked up until December. Really, the rest of the year. I don't think I can fit anything in.
Yo, Dan's been participating. What up, Dan? 7 days on. He's been 7 days on a YouTube account. It's my guy, Dan. You were on the last episode. I see your comments. We were talking about New Jersey. He said get a diesel. That's the only fuel they'll let you pump. I see you, Dan.
So we've also talked about it's just work, you guys, but we need to make this happen. We know we have to make this happen. We got to get on Spotify and iTunes, and it's it's just work. Now we're not working like a what 9 to 5
YouTube.
sprinkler
I
job.
mean, you can always see
You know?
the show. You'll never miss a beat if you watch us on YouTube.
No.
Our preferred application, but
Well,
we'll
yeah.
we'll
Then
get
you have
around to
the video.
Spotify.
You can see everything. You can see the comments. Like
Yeah.
it's more of it's a better show on this platform for sure.
And that's it. But we will be catching up on Spotify soon. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but we're gonna catch up on Spotify soon. Start posting regularly. I have a bunch of videos from AFSA. Few of them, and I'm gonna combine it like to one video, like a couple from the Fire Tech booth. I'll put those together and make it as one Fire Tech video, and ASC video. We have a few videos we're still gonna launch. That'll bring us right into AFSA, which I'm excited for the opening party, and I'm excited to see the apprentice competition.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to be excited. Like NFPA is very exciting. Don't get me wrong, but there's different aspects of AFSA that I'm excited about, opposed to just the
I would like
expo.
to maybe we can they put dope and tape stickers on their hard hats?
I don't know. I still gotta I'll actually check my responses. I reached out to Josh. We'll do like whatever Josh wants to say. Last time apprentices were off limits. Like we weren't even allowed to look in their eyes. Don't even make eye contact. No, I'm just kidding. I made
Yeah, I
that up,
talked to
but
Bob. I called him, but it was a quick conversation. He's like, "Yeah, I'll get with Josh. We'll bring it up. We'll let you know." I was like, "Okay."
yeah. Yeah, don't be bothering the big dog, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't have Josh's number, and
I
y'all get
got you.
along better than I do.
I got
So
you. I got Josh. Josh is our liaison. We'll
Yeah, Josh is a great guy. He used to be, I think, at with JCI, but then he went on with the FSA. Very knowledgeable guy. Very,
he's
very knowledgeable.
he's been a great friend.
super nice, man. Super
He's
nice.
been a great friend. And so anybody that's going to go to AFSA, if you wanna link up, if you're in the area of Denver or it's near Denver, right? I would
I think it's well, like right outside of Denver.
I'll right outside of where?
I think it's right outside of Denver.
Oh, it sounded like you
I
said
said it
something else.
right.
Okay.
No, go kick rocks, Bobby. All right.
If you're in the area and you want to meet me, I know like Brian will be there too, but I know you'd really just be there to meet me. I'll be in the area September 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, I think. How do I get some dope and tape stickers? Yo, DM me your name and your address. I have been collecting these, and look at just so you guys don't think I'm blowing smoke. I have a box of envelopes. All right, envelopes, box of envelopes, and you know I have stickers. I got like a couple 500 packs of stickers down there. So I'm collecting addresses and names, and I'm just gonna send like people like I don't know. You get 10 dope and tape stickers and 10 of stickers of my face on me. DM me on Instagram. And that's that. I don't know if Brian's doing that offer too, but that's my offer. I'll be there. Better bring a collared shirt, Bobby. What
Yeah,
in the
I don't think I've
world,
ever
Dan?
seen you in a collared shirt.
No, I can't. I won't go. I'm not going. Why do I gotta do a collared shirt, brother? It's a tee. I'll have a tee. I have my hats. I have my boot. It's the guys. We're trying to connect to guys that are not wearing fancy shit. Like I'm not going to play golf. I'm not going to sell you something. You're not going to catch me in a collared shirt unless somebody is getting married or somebody has passed away. Thank you very much.
But you can meet me and I'll have my collared shirt on.
Yeah, Brian will dress up. Brian will be all dressed up. Right?
That's right.
That's it. You get 50% dressed up, 50% look like I belong in the field. Come on.
That's right.
Oh, you changed your little picture to the Arco guy.
Which one?
You, I don't know. On the Zoom. You're like an Arco man now on Zoom.
Oh, well, on the iPad, well, on the Mac, you can choose profiles.
Mmm.
So I must still be on my Arco profile for work today.
Yeah, at least I don't have to correct your name anymore. You're doing good on that. Have you looked at this hotel? We have, and we are not. I don't think we're staying at the hotel, right?
No, no. So we got an Airbnb, so we're all kind of
Oh
crashed.
yeah.
Hey, check this out. The Airbnb
Big brother.
has a pool table in the living room.
Hell yeah, that's where you're sleeping?
No, I got my own room.
Okay.
You're sleeping on the couch.
What about a company polo? My Carhartt company. Well, I do actually. I lied. I will wear a company polo if the time is right. If I was at like a fancy work dinner, but that means that I'm getting like they're paying me to do that. I'm not a collared shirt guy. Why do I have to wear a collared shirt guy? And what is the grudge against that? It's like, um, I want people to not have to wear collared shirts, and I think the guy with throat tats should be able to do service just as easy as the guy that doesn't have throat tats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just live and let live.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hell yeah, Andy. Andy sent the Addy. My Carhartt company polos are the best. Oh yeah, if you like polos, you do polos. They're just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Look at the back of this t-shirt. Look at that shit. You're not gonna get that on a polo. Use code Bobby10.
To me, that's one thing I've always told my people when they say because my wife says I dress like a bum when I'm at house, and I say, but it's not to me. It's not how you dress, but what you can do.
Yeah.
When I used to hang pipe, even back in the day, we used to have cutoff shirts and stuff. I mean, we look like straight hobos out off the street, basically, but we could hang some dang pipe and get some jobs done.
So
And so I always tell
Brian,
people, just because you wear fancy clothes doesn't mean you can do shit, really.
dude, I'm not gonna get so much shit for this, but I
What's new?
would
Come
work
on.
in a place and I would refuse to wear their shirts, and then I would get a catalog and order my own shirts embroidery, and I told them I would pay for it because I don't want to wear that. So I'll get like nice shirts, and I would
So
have my nice
silly.
shirts.
I used to wear black cargo pants so that they would last longer because you couldn't see that they were completely covered in black sprinkler
Mhm.
water.
So
And
I
then,
did. I had like a True Spec, I think, and then 511. They had the ripstop, and I bought those. So I wore like
yeah, geez, what are you mortgaging your house for those pants? I would just go to Walmart and get the black Wranglers. They were like 19 bucks, and you get
no, I
like
got the
you get like
ripstop.
18, you get like 8 months out of them.
Actually, Tractor Supply used to sell
You're
a
talking
good
about
pair.
like $100 pair of pants, aren't you?
No, they're like, well, 511s were like $50. Those were the ones I would wear to
They're very nice pants.
like the stadium.
I embroidered my own Carhartt polos. That's the polos I was talking about.
Back when I was hanging pipe, I was like Bobby. I had black dicky pants, and I had
Last
probably eight of
forever.
those, and it was black pants and black shirts.
That's it. And every now and then there'd be a guy, a safety guy, that like tries to say that he can't see me in a black shirt. I'm like, buddy, say that out loud to yourself, like with some common sense. We're in a big building that's with white paint, white sheetrock, concrete floor. I'm wearing you can't see me standing here? I gotta put on yellow for you to see me? Never made sense.
They put that in an email. It's like,
Yeah. You
and then
can't
reread
you can't
it
see me.
before
I
you
mean, you
send it.
walked right up to me, you're talking to me. My go-to welding clothes are nice jeans and square toes. Hell yeah. I used to wear polos back in high school and I'd flip the collar up. I'd have my hat, I'd have my flat brim hat like a little bit sideways, but those days are
Yeah.
long. Those days are long gone.
I don't know if I did the popping and collar thing. I don't know if I did that.
Oh, hell yeah. Remember,
I
ever
do
since I can
remember.
remember, I've been popping my collar.
What about when the guys like when we were in like middle school where they'd have like two polos and then two pop collars, you know?
You have to have that crispy white tee
Yeah.
and it back then they were actually polos. It was actually You would go to the polo store and you would get
Yeah.
a polo. It would usually be different color stripes. Now they call everything a polo, but it's
But
really not.
as far as material and quality and stuff, like polo, their polo shirts actually kind of suck compared to
Yeah.
like other.
Just get yourself a
They really do
Troco
suck.
tee. Get yourself a
There
Troco
They
you
were
go.
way
tee.
more expensive too. If you had a real polo shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Like
Be
this is
be comfortable. Be comfortable
this
with
is
whatever
I
you
think
wear.
Calvin Klein. I got it at the outlet for like $20.
Sears
20 $30. Like
Roebucks
way
back in the
better
day.
quality
Yo,
than the polo.
Sears went out of business because they just gave lifetime warranties on everything. I'm convinced. I'm convinced on
Mm.
this. I worked with guys that would get Sears boots and they had a lifetime warranty. They get a new pair every year. They would do this with tape measures, they would do this with pipe wrenches. Every Sears tool, you could just go and it would be like shitty after a year and they'd give you a new one. How can you stay in business? They didn't. They sunk like a ship with a hole in
So
it.
Lululemon, they have like dress pant looking things, and
What the
they have a
Sears?
warranty.
How you
They
gonna
have a
go to
Of course,
Lululemon
Brian would be the one that
after
knows about
Sears?
that.
bro.
How you gonna bring us to Lululemon
I've
after a
traded
good
in
Sears
I've traded
story?
in those pants 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Are they tight pants? Are they like leggings?
No, they actually fit me. Yeah, it's
Matt
hard.
Matthew, can you do my projects in polo? That's, I think is that your wife?
Probably.
Polo is
She
a
gets so mad
brand,
at me
yeah.
because most of my pants have like paint stains on them and stuff when I'm like painting my deck. And sometimes I'll try to
Uh,
give her advice like for like interior decorating. And she's like, I am not gonna take advice from your ass who's got paint on the shorts.
I would take your advice, dude.
Yeah, I would. I would.
I think they do have
Cut them a
tall.
break.
I think they got big and tall. Brian, I'm fucking going to look
Big and
right.
tall. What?
I'm going to look right now, dude. I thought
Where
that
you
there's.
from?
I'm not talking to you. There's other Brians in the world, brother.
I just happened
Gosh,
on the
I'm just
show.
kidding.
You know.
I'm just
Like,
kidding. I thought there was big and tall. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Troco has big and tall somewhere on the app. I'll look it up and we'll talk about it on the next show next Thursday. And we are having on special guest. Drum roll, please. Tim. All I wrote was Tim. Uh, who's Tim?
he's I think he's a service manager down in Jacksonville. I went down there and went to his
Cox
contracting company.
Cox Fire.
That's right.
Okay,
So
that's
he's
our
done
boy
some of
Tim.
the
Special guest Tim coming on in next Thursday. We won't be live on Tuesday. This is not a new thing. This is something that we're doing, but you catch us live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you can't watch us live, listen while you drive. Watch the replay. But don't watch as you drive. That's bad advice.
But
Lifetime on pants as
you
well.
were.
If you were to put it on and it'd
We
be
appreciate
play,
you.
you can just listen while you drive. If you can't watch us live, Duluth Trading Jeans, Lands End T-shirts and boots. Lands End makes good shirt if you've
But
got a
aren't those
long
expensive? Like
torso.
the blue trading,
If you get
trading
a
company stuff.
long torso, I think I got this shirt for like $10.
So the Troco shirt I have, I like.
Go to the
I
deal. Go on the app. Troco has an app. You download it. Go to like the deals. Every month, every week they're releasing new shirts, and every time they release new shirts, shirts that were just new like last week, go into the collection, the deals, the blowout deals section. You can get them for like $10.
I do think that they're a little tighter than like other shirts. Like I think next time I had to go up to an extra large.
Yeah, you get that XL, dog.
Yeah, I think that one the one I put on now, the Troco, the large, I'm like, ugh.
Thank you, Flo. Thank you everybody for watching us. We appreciate you guys joining and commenting. The comments were fire. Got some
Holy
new
crap,
friends
it's
in
10
here.
o'clock now?
Yeah, man, it's past.
Jeez.
Matt, thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Always, guys. Always here for you guys.
Again, I'm honored to share the stage with you guys at NFPA, and let's talk about AFSA. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get on a stage there and talk to people, and if we can recruit some people to go. If anybody would be interested in going to Denver, if you're up that way and you want to try to get to AFSA and you need a little bit more info, you can DM me. I'll talk to you. Go to bed, Matt. Everybody else,
I'm
thank you
flying
so
out.
much.
I made the mistake. I'm flying out. Like my flight boards at 5:49 tomorrow morning.
Oh, what airport?
down here in Baton Rouge. I don't know, some little airport down here.
Oh, damn, you gotta get there early, boy.
Yeah.
I
Shit.
hate those flights, but it's worth it when I'm going home.
It is.
Like I just
Oh yeah,
want
the
to get
wife
home.
made sure she's like, "You get your ass back here on Friday." I was like, "Well, that's gonna be early then."
I'd be looking right now after the show if there's something I could bump up onto. Like, get a close. Is there something at midnight? Come on, find this at 1 a.m., Matt. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us. Hit the like.